Right now at 5, La Crosse residents scramble to stores to stock up on essentials during the wintry weather.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Well, snowfall all day today and more blustery conditions to come. Let's send it straight over to Greg for the latest on our winter blast.
Yeah, we're kind of getting the worst, at least in La Crosse area. The heaviest snow is right now falling in the current area, so that's why the rate has picked up. The visibility has dropped. We still have the alert day all the way through tomorrow. Once the snow kind of tapers off more tonight, it's the blowing and drifting that'll cause more of the concern going through tomorrow, along with more showers and showers going on. Blizzard warning out to the south. That's for Grant, and to the other side, that's until midnight. Otherwise, the winter storm warnings are actually now out till midnight, and then they change to a winter weather advisory through the rest of Saturday, as the snow won't be that heavy. And then up to the north too, they have a winter weather advisory for 3 p.m. just because of that snow and blowing snow. You can see the darker blue right over the La Crosse area up to about Sparta. There's another area further west. That's kind of where the rate is the highest. Otherwise, outside of that, you kind of drop off on the snow. Those are the wind speeds right now that have picked up, of course, across Iowa. Go to Mason City. That's sustained at 33. That's why they do have the blizzard warning down in those areas because of that. If we kind of go through some of the cameras, you can see outside visibility is generally about 1 mile or so around the La Crosse area. You can see road conditions pretty much have deteriorated with that. All the way up to Toma, you can see conditions too also, and all the way up to Black River Falls. Road conditions pretty much everywhere are pretty much poor. Temperatures overall not too bad, but out to the west, notice the teens. That's even colder as you go further west. Those are wind chills, 30 to 40 below out to the west. That's our next phase of the system that's going to be really watched for Saturday. But for tonight, it's really the light and moderate to heavy snow will probably be going on to about midnight. Then we'll start seeing it kind of slowly push to the east and then be replaced by just some light snow, mainly after midnight. That'll continue through the morning hours. Further on, we'll kind of break down how much snow we actually will continue to get. Those wind chills, what they look like going into Saturday and to Sunday, and what next week looks like, which means quiet but cold conditions. Welcome to winter.
Okay.
Thank you, Greg. And as Greg alluded to, with a couple of traffic cameras all around the area showing some extent of vehicle accidents. Earlier today out in Eau Claire, this white pickup truck lodged itself into a group of trees just off an exit ramp off I-94. Then in La Crosse, a couple of vehicles with damage on 4th Street near the Dahl dealership downtown. A pickup truck looks to have lost control and struck a street light. Now, these conditions have law enforcement all over concerned for public safety. Vernon County Sheriff Roy Torgerson is reminding drivers in his jurisdiction to avoid travel if they can. But if they have to drive, make sure phones are fully charged, there's a full tank of gas in the car, you're wearing warm clothes, and of course, having some emergency kits available. Flights at the La Crosse airport have been canceled except 2.
The airport's website is showing an American Airlines flight from O'Hare is still expected to arrive on time, and tomorrow's flight to Chicago is expected to depart on time. We'll keep you posted on its status. Well, because of the frigid temperatures and blustery weather, many schools and daycares are closed today. We also want to make you aware of some other closures in the Coulee region. Vernon County Senior Nutrition Sites and ADRC Meals on Wheels in Trempealeau are closed today. Active in La Crosse, as well as the county senior nutrition sites in both La Crosse County and Monroe County, are both closed. The Holman and Wafer food pantries have closed their doors today, along with and the YWCA Reach Center. For a detailed list of current closings and delays, go to news8000.com. That link is on your screen.
Now, despite the weather, there are a few holdouts. The Onalaska High School says their show will go on. The Onalaska Show Choir Classic is going to be running despite current conditions. La Crosse will be opening its Emergency Day shelter for both Sunday and Monday. That shelter is located at 621 3rd Street North. It's the building near City Hall that separates 2nd and 3rd Street if you're coming from La Crosse's north side. That'll be open Sunday and Monday from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. for anyone in need. Now, since it is not an overnight shelter, there will be rides to the Catholic Charities Warming Center that it's going to be provided at 7 p.m. upon request.
Well, these cold temperatures aren't stopping hungry shoppers from hitting the grocery store. Folks flocked to Festival Foods today, filling their carts with essentials as they prepare to battle out the remainder of this winter storm. Store director Michael Gates says even though the thought of He thought business would be slower today. Foot traffic has been surprisingly steady, and that it's not just the basic necessities that are flying off the shelves.
I've been seeing a lot of comfort food. I worked in the soup aisle the other day, very busy aisle. Chili has been a very busy section, the chili beans and things to make chili.
Gates says every department has a plan during winter storms and adds he's never had to close the store early or not open at all because of the storm.
Well, with these below freezing temperatures in the next couple of days, the threat of frostbite is just one of the many dangers Wisconsinites face.
News 8 Now's Michael Germain spoke with Gunderson and Tri-State officials on how to stay safe this upcoming week.
Ken and Emily, Gunderson and Tri-State officials tell me that during the winter months, they see an increase in frostbite cases. The Coulee region is being impacted by its first snowstorm of the season, and kids in Onalaska are making the most of it by hitting the hills.
Oh, they'll last a while, I'm sure, but I won't, so.
But as we enter the weekend, folks need to be aware of the staggering low temperatures and the risks that come along with it, like frostbite and hypothermia. For some, the risk is more severe.
The people who are most at risk of frostbite and frostbite complications are going to be the very young or also the older adult population as well.
Frostbite happens when your skin or the tissue below it begins to freeze, especially when your skin is exposed in sub-zero temperatures.
So some of the best things to do is ensure that any of your exposed skin that is going to be out is going to be covered.
Some of the things you can do to make sure you don't get frostbite is wearing boots, hats, mittens, and gloves, and ensuring your skin is properly protected. Tri-State explains what their protocols are when they encounter someone with frostbite.
What we want to do is remove them from the environment, start the rewarming process, get their wet clothing off, get them warm and dry, and then transport to an appropriate facility.
Wendell also says folks need to be cautious late at night, especially those leaving the downtown area and heading home.
If it's anyone, it's someone that found themselves outside late at night with unexpected walks. Sometimes the college kids leaving downtown going to campus. Those are frostbite calls I can remember.
Now, officials also told me that folks should be aware of hypothermia, which is caused by a long exposure to colder temperatures. Reporting live in La Crosse, Michael Germain, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Michael. Just ahead, the U.S. and UK carry out airstrikes on dozens of sites in Yemen following attacks on commercial ships.
The details of the land and sea strikes after this break.
Have your own five-star experience at Dahl Auto.
Garbage day!
Here you go.
Russell!
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Board Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
It just keeps getting worse. The crack keeps growing. The doors and windows stick.
This must be very frustrating. Almost no one connects that these are telltale signs that water is shifting your foundation. But it's okay. We got it.
Oh, this is done growing in this house.
Okay.
The effects of water can be surprising, but at Innovative Basement Authority, we'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
As the fight between Israel and Hamas rages in Gaza, Palestinian civilians struggle to find safety, food, water, and medicine. 3 months of relentless bombing has turned neighborhoods into rubble.
The war is sparking criticism around the world. South Africa now leveling claims of genocide against Israel in a landmark lawsuit at the International Court of Justice. It's aimed at getting Israel to stop the fighting.
But Israel rejects the allegations of war crimes, saying it must defend itself, and arguing South Africa is distorting the truth.
Now, Hamas's brutal attack on October 7th triggered this war, and Israel vows it will never happen again. Its military is hunting militants both above ground and through a maze of tunnels.
The latest was discovered in the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis. More than 100 captives have now been held underground for nearly 100 days.
Houthi rebels operating in Yemen have been carrying out a number of attacks on shipping vessels in the Red Sea and Gulf of Aden. The U.S. has warned the rebels to stop the attacks.
Last night, those warnings turned into action as the U.S. and U.K. worked together to carry out airstrikes on Houthi bases. Willie James Inman has more details from the White House.
U.S. F-18s taking off from aircraft carriers, working alongside the British Royal Air Force, carried out a series of strikes on Houthi rebel bases in Yemen in retaliation for attacks on commercial shipping in the Red Sea.
We will make sure that we respond to the Houthis as they continue this outrageous behavior, along with our allies.
Coalition aircraft dropped more than 100 precision-guided bombs in more than 16 locations, including the capital city of Sana'a, command centers, missile and drone launch sites, and air defense systems.
Dozens and dozens of targets struck, again, intended to degrade and disrupt the capability of the Houthis to conduct these kinds of reckless and illegal attacks.
The Biden administration had been reluctant to carry out airstrikes on the Iranian-backed Houthis for fear of further spreading military conflict in the Middle East. But this level of international cooperation shows that this plan has been in the works for a while.
It was done in partnership with our allies to defend themselves. So I think it was an appropriate action.
Congressional leaders were notified of the strikes ahead of time, and the White House had bipartisan support. But some on the right criticized that the airstrikes didn't go far enough.
It won't change the equation. The Iranians could care less how many Houthis die, how many people from Hamas die. You'll never get Iran through their...
Prompting the U.S. Navy to warn American ships to stay out of the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden for the next 72 hours. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin gave the order to carry out the strikes from his hospital bed at the Walter Reed Medical Center, where he's recovering from complications from treatment for prostate cancer.
Coming up, Greg is going to break down the latest in our winter storm and how you can best stay prepared.
When the insurance company sees Bygolf and Rohde on the other side, they know they're in for a fight. It's your life, but it's our fight. And they know that if they're not being fair with us, they will find themselves in court, and that's how Bygolf and Rohde gets results for its clients.
At Overhead Door Company, we repair any garage door and only install the best. Serving up to 100 miles outside of the Onalaska, Wisconsin area. When you need a door company you can trust with your life, call Overhead Door Company of the Seven Rivers region.
It's the January clearance event at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. It's where you'll find incredible savings on closeouts, floor samples, and overstocks. Sofas from Flexsteel and Smith Brothers, casual dining from John Thomas and Cannondale, bedrooms by Canal Dover and Daniels Amish, and the area's best selection of quality leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. It's all in stock, ready for immediate delivery, and all at real savings. Hurry in for the best selection during the January clearance. It's on now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Hold on, I'm coming. You didn't tell me you were getting McDonald's.
Buy a sausage biscuit, sausage McMuffin, or sausage McGriddles and get one for $1.
Get in a Jeep today at Pischke Motors in La Crosse.
Or Pischke Motors in West Salem.
The Jeep Grand Cherokee is the official vehicle of winter. So stop by Pischke today to get 12% off MSRP on a new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Grand Cherokee is ready for your next adventure and is a modern icon of style and strength with the power and confidence you know Jeep provides. Stop in now because this offer ends January 31st.
Start your search at Pischke.com and then drive away in your new Jeep.
Hey, Dominic here with great recipes using our Italian Pleasing. For Italian mushrooms, use a pint of mushrooms, 1 stick of butter, and 1 tablespoon of Italian Pleasing. Put in a slow cooker and cook on high for 4 hours. For Italian green beans, fry 4 chopped slices of bacon with 1/2 chopped onion. Cook 1 bag of green beans, combine everything, add in 1 teaspoon of Italian Pleasing. Get Italian Pleasing and over 40 other blends at the Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Mwah!
If you've been in a serious accident, you need a serious legal team. By Goff and Rohde is the Western Wisconsin powerhouse. Attorneys who won't settle for less than you deserve. Call By Goff and Rohde.
With winter here, our job hasn't changed. The First Warn Weather Team is always ready to keep you safe and ahead of winter's worst. And you can always get us no matter where you are.
Keeping you safe. First Warn Weather on News 8 Now.
Yeah, we got the major winter storm you can kind of see here beginning to really deepen and develop as that surface low heads towards Chicago or just to the southeast. So we're on the backside of it. You are starting to see the backside begin to approach western Iowa, so it is coming to an end there. The winds will, however, not come to an end, and then the whole front kind of segs all the way down south to the Great Basin. That's the Arctic front all the way down. So the whole U.S. is going to get cold pretty much for the next probably week and a half here. But we got the alert day through tomorrow, snow, but then it really transitions to blowing and drifting, create travel conditions. Once again, it gets worse as you go further south and east, but everyone's going to see some of this. Once again, like the winter storm warnings turn to a winter weather advisory because the snow does lighten up overnight, but then it's just blowing and drifting. Blizzard warnings to the south are until midnight, and up to the north they have a winter weather advisory to 3 p.m. too. So these will all probably could be extended even beyond it depending on how long those winds persist. But really, as we get through tomorrow morning, you're going to start seeing the light snow persist overnight, but the back edge will be kind of just pressed into the west side of La Crosse. Then a lot of the areas further west will not see much in the way of snow tomorrow. Areas to the east will probably see more snow showers, especially along I-94, maybe stretching back down to La Crosse in the afternoon. These will be scattered snow showers, but if you get into one, visibility could drop pretty quickly. Otherwise, notice the temperatures, the teens pretty much, but they're going downward throughout the day. You can see single digits to the west. Snow showers continue in the afternoon. We'll start to see them lighten up, become more just flurries towards the evening. But notice as we get to 5 p.m., we're looking at single digits to even -1 in Mankato. So that's the idea that you're going to start off in the teens Saturday morning. By the time we get done, we're in the single digits above or below 0. That's not including the wind chill. And then overnight, the temperatures continue to fall. Cloud cover will keep the temperatures not going too far, but they will go below 0. For the snowfall, really, we're looking at, this is through about 6 a.m. tomorrow, another 2 to 4. Potentially in some areas, a lot of the other areas will probably see 1 to 2, potentially even a little bit more than that. Then as we go as tomorrow, it's generally going to be about 1 inch or less for most areas. There is a little bit of an area up here where that snow showers develop that could produce maybe 1 inch or 2. It's going to be more on the light, fluffier side with the snow tomorrow, so that's why it should be able to blow around a lot more. So really, once we get past midnight, the snow accumulation drops off pretty quickly. Winds, they're still going to start blowing pretty strong all night long, 20 to 25 in open country. That's going to create the blowing and drifting. Tomorrow they're going to drop off a little bit, 15 to 20, but still you're going to see drifting potential with the snow. Maybe not so much the blowing of the snow as we go into the afternoon, but still drifting can cause a lot of road issues continuing through Saturday, and those winds will continue Saturday night. And the story with the wind chill, tomorrow morning we're going to start off around 0 or below, and notice the wind chills, they continue to fall throughout the day. We will see 15 to 20 by the afternoon hour, maybe even colder than that depending on location. And these will continue Saturday night. We're looking at 25 to 30 below wind chills, potentially even more than that. And Sunday, we're looking at 25 to 30 in the daytime, so it's definitely going to be cold. We're going to see temperatures barely reaching 0, so Sunday it's just going to be bitterly cold outside, really hypothermia type of thing you want to keep in mind of. still drifting snow out there. So once the snow ends Saturday and the drifting kind of comes to an end, Sunday it's going to be really the bitterly cold temperatures during the A that you're going to keep an eye. Right now we don't have any wind chill advisories out for the area, but expect that to change here by tomorrow. They have a lot to the west right now, either warnings or advisories, depending if we're going to get that 30 to 40 or not, but something to keep in mind of. So breaking it all down, temperatures teens tonight, tomorrow single digits by the afternoon. They will continue to fall. Wind chills probably 20 below by Saturday night, 30, could have even lower than that going into Sunday too. And as we look at the snow chance, moderate to heavy until midnight. Then most areas will probably see light to occasional moderate, so snow rate will go down. A lot of snow showers on Saturday, but the better chance is further east to go, like I-94 and further east. You might pick up a more accumulation. And really, it's the blowing and drifting through Saturday. And with the wind still continuing, a lot of the exposed areas will probably see some drifting continuing on Sunday, which could cause, once again, more road conditions along with those bitter cold temperatures that we're going to see continuing through Monday as you look at temperatures now in the 15 to 20 mile range. And then we continue to see those temperatures throughout next week staying on the cold side. Once again, we should be in the middle 20s for most of these temperatures, and we're not going to even get to the mid-teens by Wednesday. There is another Arctic front coming through on Friday. We could see more cold temperatures once depicted there, along with more wind chills too. So I think the three things we have mentioned already: snow, wind, bitter cold. That's about what you can sum up in the next 7 days.
That's all here.
Got it.
Yeah,
all right.
Thanks, Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Well, as Greg mentioned, the snow is impacting travel across the Coulee region.
And our own Jeremy Wall is out in our Storm Runner with the latest on road conditions. Jeremy.
Yeah, Ken, I've been on and off the roads all day. Some roads are better than others. Right now, we're approaching downtown, going south rather, towards that way. And it's a little slippery out. Another interesting thing too, as we were driving downtown, some businesses open, some not, but still people out and about enjoying their Friday night. We even saw one person jogging as we were driving throughout the city. So right now it's still coming down a little bit. We have very little traffic on the road. More cars driving in the opposite direction than we're in, and it's pretty much quiet for right now. Coming up at 6, we'll have another update on the road conditions. For now, on the road in La Crosse, Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
All right, Jeremy, thanks very much. Well, I don't know about the rest of you. I can't say this, actually. This is not apt. We are going to have more news right after this. We'll be right back.
The Board Store Home Improvements. Everyday low prices on bathroom remodels for seniors and families. Contact us today for a prompt free estimate.
There are many reasons to join the Y. Building endurance, losing weight, strengthening your heart. When you join the Y, you're committing to more than simply becoming healthier. You're supporting the values and programs that strengthen community. Join the Y today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Let River City Grill in Winona, Minnesota be your new go-to dinner destination. We provide exceptional service no matter the occasion. From date nights to family outings with the kids, we have something for everybody at the table. Enjoy one of our 23 tap beers and pair it with a burger and fries during our happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. Or, for a fine dining experience, try our salmon and steak entrees paired with our amazing signature cocktails. River City Grill, located in Winona, Minnesota. Call or book an online reservation today.
Get away in your home with new upholstery from Black River Furniture Outlet. Shop our huge inventory of Ashley sectionals, sofas, and love seats. Great discounts on recliners and reclining furniture with power features like adjustable headrest, heat, or massage. Customize your feel with best home furnishings. Go smaller or go the beast. Upgrade to power or change fabrics. And if you need a lift, shop our full line of lift chairs. Plus, try out our latest hybrid, gel, and all foam mattresses on a new adjustable base. Family and veteran owned, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Become a better you with the help and support of the Y. Join us for Interval Zone, a high-intensity interval class to give you a total body workout. Try small group training and work out with a few friends. You can be stronger and living better through the help of the Y.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Another Top Gun movie is possibly on the way.
Maybe. One of the co-writers from the last film, Top Gun Maverick, is set to be penning a new script for the next movie.
He's aiming to reunite Tom Cruise with his next-gen co-stars Miles Teller and Glenn Powell. Director of Maverick is set to return as well.
But moviegoers won't be seeing a trailer anytime soon. Cruise is currently working on the 8th Mission Impossible movie. That film is set to hit theaters May 2025.
Man.
What do you think?
I haven't seen Maverick, so I guess I'm way behind.
You've seen the original,
I've seen the original
right?
Top
Okay.
Gun, which was fine.
Yeah, that was fine. No, I'm not a big action movie person, Ken, and I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. You know, I think I probably cried also. Like
Wow.
it was actually a really great
Just
movie.
a well-rounded bunch of
All
emotions.
the emotions. All in one film. So I am looking forward to this one. They did a very good job.
Quite an endorsement.
All right, we'll have one more check on your forecast when we return.
During the New Year's sale at PM Sleep Center, save up to $600 on select Beautyrest Black and Black Hybrid mattresses. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
To everyone who appreciates a handcrafted meal, are you ready for a taste of Wisconsin?
Butterburgers cooked fresh, just the way you like.
The way you love.
Definitely love. And our thick and creamy frozen custard, we make it for you all throughout the day.
All day.
All day, every day. Put it in the extra work and not cutting corners.
Takes a little longer.
But it's how we've always done it at Culver's. Because making your meal with care shows how much we care.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Here's our problem. Without the hearing aids in, she can't hear the low frequencies, so she doesn't hear me. I don't hear the high frequencies, so I don't hear her. It was a perfect setup, but we had to interrupt it. We had time, and we were coming down Main Street, and I turned in.
It's not like you're going to strangers. It's kind of family-ish. To come here, you feel like you belong with them. I just think it's very comforting that they're a family business.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
We all know how weather goes around here. So why not take the First Warn team with you? Stay weather aware with hourly temps and conditions, video forecasts, and interactive radar. And the best part? It's easy to use. Here, try it.
When you feel that chill in the air, make sure your furnace will keep you comfortable.
Call G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Quality you can count on, experience you can trust.
With over 50 years of combined experience, G&T services residential and commercial within 50 miles of West Salem.
During the New Year's sale at PM Sleep Center, save up to $600 on select Beautyrest Black and Black Hybrid mattresses. Your next mattress is at PM Sleep Center, giving lacrosse a good night's sleep for over 35 years.
All right, taking a look at radar, you can still see that kind of that moderate to heavy band sitting kind of over La Crosse to the east to Sparta. There's lighter snow as you go further east, and that's kind of what we'll expect to see. But notice the road conditions, all slippery snow stretches, and travel not recommended in some of those purple areas. So something to keep in mind. That'll continue probably overnight.
Thanks for joining us at 5.
Bundle up and stay safe. We'll see you at 6.